Good evening, folks. We are here tonight with a very special guest. Her name is Alice, and she has recently returned home after a trip to Wonderland. I know there have been some wild rumors and lots of speculation about that trip, but we are here with Alice tonight to give her a chance to tell her side of the story and set the record straight. So let's get started.
Hello everyone. Thanks, I'm so glad to be here tonight to start to clear the air of some of the very fanciful tales I have been hearing about myself lately.
Very good. Now, Alice, your older sister has accused you of falling asleep in your lessons. What do you have to say to that?
Well, have you met my older sister? I mean, who wouldn't fall asleep while she drones on and on?
Yes, I suppose that's true. We have also been told by a very reliable source that you were seen chasing an innocent white rabbit. Do you deny this?
No, of course not. I was chasing him, but not for the reasons that most people think.
Would you care to elaborate?
All right. You see, he just looked so nervous and jumpy that I was concerned for him and wanted to see if I could be of any assistance. I was certainly not trying to relieve him of any of his possessions, no matter how valuable that watch was.
I'm sure we're all relieved to hear that. However, some more serious allegations were made against you by a variety of creatures, including a mouse, griffin, dodo, lory and eaglet. They have all stated that while under the influence of illicit substances you purposefully attempted to drown them.
Again, that is a horrible manipulation of the facts. I accidentally ingested an unknown substance, and as an unexpected side effect I began to cry. Because I was so large at the time, my tears created a pool, and the animals were required to swim. Entirely unintentional on my part and definitely without malice.
I see. Now, after the adventure with the animals, it appears that you ran into the white rabbit again.
Yes, I did see him again.
Some people have suggested that you were obsessed with the rabbit.
Again, that is a complete fabrication. Meeting the rabbit again was a coincidence.
Of course. Are you aware that the rabbit alleges that you vandalized his house?
I was very upset when I heard that rumor. The rabbit thought I was his maid, and when I was in his house I sampled a cake. I did not expect that he kept such powerful substances in his home, and sadly, when the effects wore off, I discovered that I had inadvertently caused some minor damage to his house.
Well, I appreciate your candor and honesty about what must have been a very unsettling experience, but I am sure that a lot of people are beginning to wonder about your habit of sampling unknown substances.
What can I say? I have a weakness for sweets. I'm sure no one can fault me for that.
No, of course not. However, it seems that your adventures with strange foodstuffs were not yet over. Do you have anything to say about your experiences with the caterpillar?
That caterpillar was perhaps the rudest individual I met on my journey. He expected me to recite poetry for him, and then refused to answer my questions or offer directions. And don't even get me started on his mushroom.
I see I have hit on a sensitive issue. Perhaps we should move on to the rumors of out-of-control partying and drinking.
Tea, drinking. Let's keep it straight. And if anyone was out of control at that party, it was the Mad Hatter. I'll just say that he tries very hard to live up to his name, and if you want more details you can ask him yourself.
Ah, of course. There is also the various charges that have been leveled at you by no one less than the Queen. Are you aware of this?
Yes. And again, it was just a misunderstanding. She is very particular about the color of her roses, and I was just attempting to help her out.
All right, but can you comment on the debacle on the croquet field?
That incident has been taken out of context. I still believe it was completely unreasonable of her to expect me to play croquet with her, but the bigger issue for me was her use of flamingos and hedgehogs as equipment. I mean, animal cruelty. Really.
You are correct there. I don't think anyone could defend the Queen's use of animals as sporting equipment. So, Alice, it appears that our time is almost up. Is there anything else you would like to add?
I would just like to say thank you for having me on tonight, and I hope I have helped people understand that there are two sides to every story. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by, Alice, and I hope we'll see you again soon. Good night.